The morning sun filtered through the dense canopy, casting golden beams over the lush green forest. James, a forestry worker in his mid-30s, was surveying the woods for his latest conservation project. As he walked through the ancient trees, he stumbled upon a towering cedar that seemed to command the forest's attention. Its bark was adorned with intricate carvings, symbols and figures that seemed alive, whispering secrets of ages past. James knelt, tracing the carvings with his fingers. He recognized them as Indigenous, likely etched by a long-gone artist. Intrigued, he marked the location on his map and hurried back to the ranger station to report his find. The news reached the local Indigenous community, and soon James was introduced to Elder Miska, a wise and soft-spoken leader of the Kaniwa people. With her came a small group of community members, each carrying an air of reverence for the land. This tree, Elder Miska explained, is no ordinary cedar. It is a keeper, a sacred guardian of our history and stories. These carvings were made by our ancestors to honor the spirits of the forest. James, used to thinking of trees in terms of age, species, and ecological value, found himself humbled. "What do the carvings mean?" he asked, his voice tinged with curiosity. Elder Miska smiled. "They tell of our people's bond with this land. They remind us that we are not its owners but its caretakers. This tree holds stories of joy, struggle, and harmony." Moved by her words, James realized the weight of his discovery. He proposed a collaboration. The forestry department and the Kaniwa people would work together to preserve the tree and share its stories with the world. Days turned into weeks as James and the community joined forces. They fenced the area to protect the tree, documented the carvings, and began creating educational programs to teach others about the tree's cultural significance. James learned to see the forest not just as a resource but as a living, breathing entity filled with stories and wisdom. One evening, as the team rested beneath the tree, Elder Miska shared an old tale about a reckless woodcutter who ignored the warnings of the forest spirits. He took without giving, and soon, the forest withered. Only when he learned to respect the balance of life did the forest return to its former glory, she concluded. James couldn't help but see himself in the woodcutter. He had spent years managing forests without understanding their deeper meaning. Now, he vowed to change. As the project gained attention, the ancient cedar became a symbol of unity and respect for nature. Visitors came not to exploit the forest but to learn from it. The story teaches that the nature is not a commodity to be used and discarded but a partner to be respected and preserved. By listening to the wisdom of those who have lived in harmony with the land for generations, we can learn to see the world through a lens of reverence, understanding that every tree, every stone, and every stream has a story to tell. Respect nature,